The sky burned as their ships tore through our atmosphere. Insectoid claws ripped cities apart, and their war cries promised our extinction. They called us weak, primitive. They didn't know humanity's secret weapon. We don't break. I stood in the ruins of New York, clutching my rifle, staring at a sky turned blood red. You want Earth? I whispered, come and take it. My name's Lena Carter, a medic turned soldier. When the Ritzen swarmed Earth, it was 2035, and their shit, jagged things like floating hives blotted out the sun. They didn't negotiate, didn't warn, just landed and started carving up our world. Chicago fell in hours. Tokyo burned overnight. By week 2, they'd claimed half the planet. Soldiers 10 feet tall, with claws like scythes, tore through our tanks. Like paper we fought back with everything. Jets, drones, nukes. Nothing worked. Their armor shrugged off our best weapons, and their numbers seemed endless. I remember hiding in a bunker, my brother Sam beside me, his hands shaking. As he reloaded Lena, he whispered, are we done? I didn't answer, couldn't, because deep down, I thought we were, but then we founded an old Cold War project, buried in Nevada. Project Prometheus, a chemical weapon so brutal even we'd banned it decades ago. It wasn't just deadly, it rewrote biology, turned living things to ash in seconds. The generals hesitated. This could end us too, they said, but the Ritzen were closing in, and we were out of options. As I watched the first Prometheus canister load into a drone, I wondered, were we about to save humanity, or damn it, what would you do if the only way to save Earth was a weapon that could destroy everything? We launched Prometheus at dawn. Drones streaked over the Ritzen's forward lines, releasing clouds of shimmering green mist. At first nothing, then their screams started, high-pitched, guttural, like metal grinding on bone. Their soldiers collapsed, their melting into gray sludge, entire hives vaporized in minutes. I watched from a hilltop, Sam at my side, as the alien advance turned to chaos. But the cost. God, the cost. The wind carried Prometheus too far. Our own outposts, our fields, our rivers tainted. I saw a farmer clutch his child as they both coughed, blood caught in the fallout. My hands shook as I bandaged them, knowing it was useless. Sam pulled me away, his voice hard. We had no choice, Lena. They'd have killed us all. The Ritzen retreated, their ships limping back to orbit. We'd won, or so we thought. Then the transmission came. A galactic council, a coalition of alien species, summoned Earth to answer for our crimes. They called Prometheus a violation of their laws, a war crime that threatened the galaxy's balance. I laughed bitterly. Laws? They didn't tell us the rules when their bugs were eating our cities. As I boarded the shuttle to face the Galactic Senate, I wondered, would they judge us for surviving or punish us for winning? If aliens invaded and you had to break every rule to save your family, would you? The Galactic Senate was a zoo, creatures of crystal, gas, and steel, all staring at me like I was the monster. I stood in the center of their floating chamber, a lone human in a sea of aliens. The Ritzen delegate, a towering insectoid with twitching mandibles, accused us of genocide. You unleashed a plague. It hissed, your Prometheus could destroy entire worlds. I didn't flinch. You invaded us. I shot back. You burned our homes, slaughtered our people. We acted in self-defense. I pulled up hollow images of Earth's ruined cities, reduced to ash, mass graves, children orphaned. The chamber went silent. Even the Ritzen looked away. Mineral-like senator spoke next, its voice like grinding stones. You could have surrendered. The Ritzen offered mercy. I laughed, cold and sharp. Mercy? We saw what your mercy looked like. Our soldiers blew themselves up rather than be captured. You'd think we'd trust you with our people. Then the Elder Construct spoke, a massive robotic figure, housing the minds of ancient races. Its voice shook the chamber, nearly knocking me to my knees. Humanity violated the galaxy's principles. You will labor for the species you've wronged. I stared into its glowing eyes, my heart pounding, but my voice steady. Try to enslave us, I said, and you'll see. Prometheus was just the start. I slammed the chamber doors behind me, the echo ringing like a war cry. The galaxy thought they could chain humanity. They were about to learn how wrong they were. Back on Earth, we didn't wait for their verdict. The Ritzen's retreat gave us time, and we used it. Engineers reverse engineered their tech, building ships faster and stronger than anything the galaxy had seen. Farmers turned to soldiers, coders to tacticians. My brother Sam led a team to weaponize Prometheus into something new, targeted, precise, no fallout. We called it Phoenix. When the Galactic Senate sent their enforcers, sleek warships crewed by a dozen species, we were ready. Our ragtag fleet met them in orbit. Their ships outnumbered us 10-1, but we fought like cornered wolves. I piloted a fighter weaving through their fire-launching Phoenix warheads. Each hit turned their ships to dust, their crews screaming in confusion. How? Their commander broadcasted, your primitives. Sam's voice crackled over the comms. Primitives? Who just kicked your ass? We didn't just win, we humiliated them. The galaxy watched as humanity, the weak species, sent their enforcers running, but the real victory. We cracked their cums and found their dirty secret. The Ritson had broken galactic law, first experimenting on captured humans to build bioweapons. We broadcasted the evidence across every alien network. The Senate's unity crumbled as species turned on each other, demanding justice. Who'd won the battle but had. We started a galactic war. The Senate recalled me, but this time, I wasn't alone. 100 human ships, bristling with Phoenix weapons, flanked my shuttle. We didn't ask for peace, we demanded it. I stood before the Senate holding a data chip. With the Fritson's crimes, you want to judge us? I said, judge them, or we'll do it ourselves. The Elder Construct loomed, but its voice faltered. For the first time, the galaxy saw humanity not as prey, but as a force. The Ritson were exiled, their empire dismantled. Earth was left alone, not because they forgave us, but because they feared. UC returned home to Sam, to a scarred but rebuilding Earth. We'd broken their rules, but we'd saved our world, and we'd do it again. Humanity's strength isn't in our weapons or our ships, it's in our refusal to kneel, our ability to turn desperation into defiance. We broke the galaxy's rules because we had to be. Because when it's us or them, we choose us. What do you think makes us special? Our courage, our cunning, or our sheer stubbornness? This was humanity's stand against the stars, but the galaxy's still watching. Subscribe for more epic HFY battles, and tell me in the comments, if aliens came for Earth, what's the one human trait you'd bet on to save us? Hit that like button if you're proud to be human, and let's show the universe we're not going anywhere.